same identical shot we used to shoot for codlins. It was a rare shot for codlins. And we would shoot up, drag after drag, and not a shell. Came from the bog come up. But if we was stowing at midnight, that was a different kettle of fish. I used to say to the old man, now this is the crockery hall. And sure as anything, you get a bag of eat shells. Now what would be the reason for it?
Have you any explanation for that at all, yourself? It's your
fault. No, and no clue if it would happen. But it let you see it the bottom must turn over somewhere there. Came to pick up our shells, and it was always midnight. If we was towing at the midnight hour, that was the shells. I had no life in them, just dead shells. So that's something that take a bit of explaining, I would say. Yeah. So, well, there's lots of different things that takes a bit of explaining when you let it see.
That's right.
Get what I mean?
What about this story that you was telling us about the wife that came in about the Nasdaq sailboat owner?
Oh, the Gimli money.
Aye.
He's standing down at a lifeboat shed, and along comes this posh lady, and she says, "Excuse me, sir, could you tell me where the urinal is?" Well, in that days, the sailboats all get into Balaclava, and the steam drifters and that was into New Harbour. So he says, "Well, my queen, if she's sail, she's in Balaclava, and if she's steam, she's in New Harbour."
He thought it was a boat that she was on.
He thought it was a boat, you see. So that was him. So I'm thinking long for my chum coming down. He's an awful lad now. He's like a small boaty lad. He maybe would ken him. Weelum and Whyte.
Inshore.
He bides in West Road. I would say, did he work in the toolies?
No.
Oh, he didn't. Oh, I thought he worked at there. Aye.
Could you tell us about your own experience at sea? Was it the small boats that you were on?
Small boat is.
Aye.
Well, the first year I was when I came out of service, Charlie Ochart, he got a 70-foot MFV, and she was already get out as MFV, but Charlie got her, and he had to dismantle her again, make her into a fishing boat. So I got away with him first year of war to the Heron. You know, my father, he worked at the Greatland for Roans, again turbid, and they used to make a good living out of it. But it just lets you see why things overfished. You'd hardly see a turbid now.
No.
See what I mean? The same with the fishermen. The government's clamping down on them for overfishing, and just a year or two ago they were giving them grants for bigger winches to worth 2 nets. Now, first logic in that. If they're turning around an eye hand and saying it's being overfished and trying to curb their catching power, and then the other hand turning around and giving them grants for big winches to worth 2 nets. No logic in that. Nah. So there's lots of queer things that I feel myself that fishermen should be consulted. Get what I mean?
I'd agree with that.
See, this I knew, if they let Spaniards in, I knew they can't possibly do that, can they? If they're saying the North Sea is overfished at the present time, could likely be the Spaniards then.
Just finish it.
It well. Oh, aye. In fact, I would say it'll be a revolution if they ever try it.
Quite right, so.
See what I mean? Oh, aye. Men just fechten for their living, you see. Yeah. So.
What did you see in your younger days when you went to sea, Jimmy? In contrast with the day?
Well, I wasn't money to be made. It was just a case of you get out for a living. Again, you wasn't out for big money. It was a living you was out for. And well, up the fun with the big money. Do you mind when they used to hear loonies in the Peter Heath boats making £100 a week and £200 a week? That's when big money started. When the big boats get further afield kind of business. Yeah?
Late 1960s, maybe.
I'd been about it, aye. That's right. But when I started, as I say, it was just a case of getting out to make a living.
When did you first get to sea, Jimmy?
When I get first to sea, you see that sawmill there? Well, I worked at there for 7 shillings and 10 pennies.
That's Gordon Sawmill.
Aye. It was, you started at 7 in the morning and you got over for your dinner and back till 5. And lots of times maybe back till about 9 o'clock, overtime. But it didn't seem to make me out steer pay pocket, this overtime business. No. It was just a labour of love kind of thing. But that was my wages. And all man says, no, I'm after a yawl. And he says, we get this yawl. And she was a resort yawl, the Dove. And he got a yawl and I come there. Well, 13 and a half, wait a minute now. I'm 72 now. What can you do it? 13 and a half and I left the school.
You were 73 years, yeah. So it's 69 and a half years ago.
No,
No,
it's like
59 and a half.
59 and a half.
I'm good and right.
Aye.
59.
Did you used to meet at the fishing do?
Oh no, we met in Edinburgh.
She belongs to Edinburgh. I was only 16 years old when I took her up for Edinburgh first.
So who did that work out? Was it the day where you work?
No.
It was the Navy.
Oh,
I was in the Navy and I'd have been VE
1945.
VE was in May.
I met you in February.
Well, that must have been when
And was
it
married in
finished with the
August.
jobs in August. VJ,
Aye.
that's right. That's right. I come up at 4 o'clock in the morning and I says, come on, we're going to get married.
Just like
Aye, aye. But I'd been her up here before, like. But as I say, she was only 16 when I come out first. I says, well, it's the best way to get him young and train him, you see. They're trainable. They're trainable then.
Well, I couldn't have been better. I mean, I had a great mother-in-law. Been in here 17 years with her.
Yeah, aye. That's right.
It's just a jewel.
And I did she. Again. But, boy, the fishing. The fishing's near like when we used to just go and come in every day, you see. But that's our grandson, he kind of with us been the last 5-6 weeks. They've just come down away about a Sunday and away out.
Well, I mean, when you was at the fishing, you wasn't out in this kind of weather.
No,
With 12 and 6 a week for dough.
that's right.
£2 of that was for £2 12 and 6 was it?
Aye, 12 and 6 for
For
fags.
fags.
That's
Didn't like with
That's what they get a couple of pockets too.
Have you a gaming connection now with your name, Jimmy?
Aye, see him here.
So
That's his
That's my
grandfather.
father's father.
that's your father, and he was Gamely.
They were all Gamely, aye.
So your father had been born in Gamely and came down here? Or was
Aye.
your grandfather came down here?
No,
My grandfather did. Was doing here.
oh well,
Didn't come here straight across here.
far Wiseman's originated for was the Elgin area. Come away down here in the 16 something. Can't come down for Elgin. Whatever way they brought up it.
And your uncle, when his loans did over to Westland, was.
Aye, the Wisemans in Lerwick, or who are Wisemans? Because I was near Wisemans in Lerwick till his brother, my father's father, his brother went over to Lerwick,
Aye.
and that's who are Wisemans. Now, my father's brother, he was in Lochhew for 50 odd years, Mum,
Aye.
and he just died a couple of years ago. Yeah?
He made a bonny healing dame.
Aye, and they wanted a daughter, and you ken how long they had to wait after they got 9 sons.
That's right.
And
She says, well, Johnny, we'll just have to go back.
then she got her daughter, and they're all over 6 foot.
Goodness gracious.
Aye, they didn't actually take it off of my father's brother, but off of the mother, because she was a big healing wife. Okay, bonny wife she was, bonny wife she was now, eh? Yeah. So that was a job and I, you see, to make a living up here. But then a war come along and that was just made more or less.
Did your father have a boat now, Jimmy?
He had about the mistletoe. She'd been about 53 feet, a Zula. They used to go, well, the mostly small ones again, muscle lines, but they finally turned over to seine net. And then, well, really, you never get no fear fish.
No.
It's not, there was no fish. We get out of here on a Friday dinner time, after our dinner. And we come in at 9 o'clock at night. We over our boxes and we washed and got it and landed. And I come up to Hoosford about 8 o'clock. And I said, no, I'm going anywhere for a couple of hours, walking me. So I get down to the office to square up. And I ging's doing, nae one box sold. After all that work. Eh? It wasn't real.
And they had them boats used to go out and dump them and all.
And I was summer, I was only 3 was working a scene at Toebrook. It was Ina the Herds and a harvest reaper and his. Right? And still we couldn't get our fish sold.
And for you fish nowadays, Jimmy?
We just work at about a scar.
The scar.
Aye. With a 7 mile
And
fee.
no jellyfish came mining.
Oh, you used to get some rare bags of jellyfish. And if you got a bag of jellies, you never got one fish. Didn't like it, that. I've seen it just fall, just wreck the eel net fall.
Yeah.
Aye.
And these for nothing.
Nice for nothing.
Just dump them again.
Well, I used to tell our doctor, fit we called scalders.
Aye.
It was your reed rottenings.
Aye. No.
I used to say tell him, I said, no, I think if he was getting something to go with that scalders, had to be a cure for cancer.
Yeah, you said it would
No.
eat the cancer.
I did, didn't I, Mum?
Aye.
I did. I says, no, if you got that scalders and got something going with, that'll be a cure for cancer. Because I was a year and the boys that work in here and coming up and shocking them, you see. And we had gas masks.
Oh,
Aye. Oh, it was an awful summer, and I mean, fit summer it was. But it was just a plague of them.
aye. Gas masks for
Gas
scholars?
masks,
Aye.
to put them on to keep them off of their face.
Oh, they keep them off their face,
No,
not the
I-
smell.
No, they had no smell really,
No.
okay? Just for stinging you. Oh, they stung like mad.
Is that it?
The posh wifey come along and she says, excuse me, could you tell me where your urinal is? And he says, well, my queen, if she's sale, she's in Balaclava, she's steam, she's in the UL. I thought that was a big good. Okay? So, this is Stephen. Well, that's now actually your name, though. There's only 6 safe in Kaylee's. Can I mean? And maybe 18 Franklin or 17 Franklin. Just more or less, I think we got fluke nets. But new with this engines that I have now, you can count at the fleet. At that time, say the car shampoo were maybe 150 gear now we want.
Yeah, the biggest.
No, the car shampoo were say, you know, our biggest boats now would be more or less, you would need 10 odd boats to one. So it let you see the size of our fleet. See what I mean? Compared to long ago.
They're working
Eh?
16 to 20 kilo up that side.
Aye.
That big lad.
And now they're working,
Trawl maybe.
they're maybe working 3 or 4 kilo side
Aye,
in town a net.
that's right.
Okay? Them it's working with the same net ropes. But that's about the comparison that you would have with 10, 150 gearners, the A boat, you know, our modern
No,
seed net boats, eh?
no, we'll be the 2,000 horsepower this.
Aye, can. They're real. But I was telling a boy, the government say after conservation, they're roaring with cutting the fleet down. I'm just telling him, I says, I wasn't a lot of sense shouting about conservation and them getting grants for winches to work car nets.
Yeah.
Eh? They're real though. Nah.
So for you do after a seen that, Jimmy?
Well, we've worked at Greatland. Work all over Greatland.
Brats.
Work at Sprats. We sing do it Aberdeen. Work
Travel nets.
well, we've never
You never had travel?
No, never travel.
You never had travel.
But no, I'll tell you what we had. We had yon little hernes up at Inverness. No, they were little herons.
Vultures.
No, they were not. They were little heron. And I mean, I next come and do it past the canal, and we was hauling 2 cran in it, and you couldn't get out of the net for heron. And they were sweet as anything. Just wrecked heron, but they were little. And I believe that's about the dolphins is up here. Proper home for them, you see. Sprats and heron.
No, just a joke.
Aye. Well, that was a rare job with the heron. You work at cement. You on 10 balls full of cement. That was your weight. And they used to be like a shilling. We come in over a sunny morning. Yeah? But it was a rare fishing. And then we go off of that now and ging on bear trawling for sprats. And that was a mystery. You would see them solid in there, come here. Solid, just for every steam they were there. And then within 10 minutes, you would steam on the floor and not a thing to be seen. Far did they go? And again, they went in underneath the saw in their feet, but they couldn't possibly. Unless they'd been doing flat.
Travelled that fast.
Eh?
Travelled that fast.
No, but they didn't travel, they get down to bottom somewhere or that. With the young diving suits over the kid, eh?
Nobody fishes for them nowadays.
Eh?
Nobody fishes for them nowadays. Nobody here.
Yeah, for sprats, no. No, I heard that a new factory had gotten
He was getting them for somewhere else.
we've gotten a boat and we came to start them away.
Sprats. He was getting them for somewhere else.
Aye.
I was speaking to a Davies Loon a fortnight ago and he says, I'm
Miss
still getting
Lucine
them.
that you went to, and I went to, wasn't it?
Eh?
It was Miss Lucine that you went to.
Miss seen that,
Just
aye.
seen that, right.
We used to go round there and work a scene that there. In fact, we could have been in there, eh, Mum?
Mm-hmm.
But it was another bad here.
Yeah, yeah, that.
We used to take them round ways, and they bed and digs. Poor quiet mind, she get to school there, but she didn't like it. They didn't care if she was there, and she didn't care if they were there. She just mortally hated it. That was 5 years he came down with me. 5 years, and it was like a
working holiday.
like a working holiday. Ah, it was.
Who's in them your boats in Jimmy? Do you have boats yourself, like?
We had
Silver
the Silver Fern,
Aye.
and my brother had the Silver Birch. That's the youngest in had the Silver Birch, and the next brother to me, you were Johnny, he had the Silver Leaf. Yeah,
And fit size were they now?
same as ours, 50 feet.
50 feet.
Aye.
Same
Well,
as
in
Johnny,
fact-
Johnny dies, been the same as that, was it? Fair
Johnny,
enough.
Johnny
Aye,
was
same size
50.
as Johnny's.
That's
Aye.
right. No, I faked that 18 years to get a government. It was illegal to fish here, you see. And I would say that's why it was a lot of lads buy it with a thicker Weelum. We had chased with a scout.
Just gotcha.
Aye. Oh, as I think you didn't need constables or nothing of that kind. We was kept that regular. We had chased with a scout.
That was our favourite sport for me was loons. Now, we biddlers that day. We used to go out the west up and watch other boats being chased off the scout.
That's right, aye.
And then my mother's cousin, John West,
Aye.
Ken John, but we used to get on to him the weekends, and I saw you get into it, it was the broiler, saw you getting chased.
Oh, the Briar Willie used to call him a Reed Dively.
Aye. Oh, I can. I got on off a wheel with Willie
And then you changed the paint mine to blue, so you was a blue Dively.
Blue Dively, aye. That's right.
Okay.
Oh, what a scare we used to get. Aye.
You need a dove before that.
Aye, Dove. Aye. I'm saying the old man worked a lot of runs with the Dove, man.
Yeah, his mother used to be up at 4:30, baiting the lines and everything. When you got the bigger boat, he just didn't think, oh, she says, well, when I get a living, no.
She didn't think I would be living to be
She had a lady's life after that.
Aye. Yeah. Well, that's the only time she enjoyed life, I would say.
It
from
was.
We started to see that.
I want to work with Dean now, you see.
Oh, I'm telling Weelum, it was no one to fish.
No.
You couldn't get them sailed.
You need them still.
Yeah.
And so, for you in Tall Weelum,
Mackerel and rapper.
aye, tell us about that, because that'd be interesting to you.
Well, we used to have 100 yawls, Weelum.
Aye, that would be easy, me that.
Aye.
Oh,
You'd walk for northern, that's Doddy Dotties. That's what we call Doddies. You'd walk for a side right over Yoles
Mhm.
to the Jug Bridge, eh?
Oh, nee, wel.
Aye.
Fleet of young.
And,
Steeds baldies.
oh, there's a lot of fish in here with the Yoles. Aye,
What's the name of your boat, Weelum?
Schipperboy.
Aye, Shepherd Boy.
aye.
What size was she?
Oh, het weer about 26 foot.
Oh, should be 20 off maybe.
Ja, John Dawson was 20 jaar.
Is that right,
It
William?
was my length,
I-
like,
I
they're
used to
bigger
think-
boat now, but he had the length.
Aye,
He was 28 feet.
I used to think she was a big yole, you know.
Says she is, but she was the length, is she?
Aye.
Plenty of beam on her.
Well, that in it we had a dove. Tommy Summers, he come to us and he says, no, would you mind me getting in over your yole? And he was wanting to get a mould, yeah? And I said, no, I says, help yourself, Tommy. I says, that's their problem. So he got a mould, and that was the mould that he made. The daisy and
Fisherboy.
Fisherboy. We'll have those breathers in, amethyst.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
and those are bonny yawls they made, did they? Bonny yawls. And that was the mould that they made. But with cruiser sterns, we had a fifey stern, okay? But you wouldn't have gotten a fuller yawl in yon, no. And that was we bought her for the Zati. But she was a codger big, bigger than game like, yeah.
Well, the mackerel, you started back at Sunday. Back at 12 o'clock, you can have out. Come in. 3 days, half past, for sale.
Aye,
I think you're there. Bed rose at 9 o'clock, you're out at 2 o'clock again. Till 10, 11 o'clock at night. Here you are until 7 in the morning.
and you was ready to drop.
You're ready to drop.
And with a meeting in Dory-Duthies, the Hale Fleet. Show hands for
Thursday night.
bite on a Thursday night, because Friday was in a poor market. All the hands up for biting on. But I man, he show hands for second out, and a solitary hand get up. Fits your idea for second out on Thursday. Well, he says, lad, he says, it's a quarter tea. Eh? A quarter tea. That was a good tea, eh?
That's right.
When did you finish your sea, Weelum?
Oh, I finished the back in 1952.
Finished
I
it?
got into tool work after that. I was 35 and a half years there.
En fit waar je die ging te toelies nu? Wat je finish
I
your
was
sea?
now living it.
Now living it.
Yeah,
So in 1952 that was another one.
yeah, now living at that time at that.
And was that a ripper, was that?
Aye,
Oh, a ripper at that time?
aye.
Aye. Is this, it was not
Oh,
really,
yeah.
it was not really, that wasn't a fish.
No,
That was just
no markets for
Yeah,
this.
markets.
You got any price for the thing you did take.
no.
I've seen Malachi in his 13.6 a box. And that Friday, he had to go and see it because his fish place was loaded up with fish. Couldn't take them out.
Aye.
No, nobody else to buy.
Okay, that's right.
Nobody else to buy.
No.
When you sailed the boat in on Weelum?
No,
No.
my father was still going then.
Aye,
And he took a heart attack and the boat was laying out. But about a year after that, then she was sailed to a place south of Peterhead.
Boredom?
No,
Cruden Bay.
Port Hill.
Oh, aye, couldn't be.
Sailed to there.
Aye.
His first shot had 52 boxes of cod. And there was 700 pounds, his first shot.
I mine and that.
Full of young log lines, you can use a log.
Aye.
And that's what he did, his first shot.
So,
yeah.
did the decline in that small boat start then, about 52? The star disappeared at the harbour then?
Well, aye.
Aye, I would say it
I
was.
started using the beginning.
Aye.
So
That's
if
right.
it's size they want to left or right?
35 feet, 30 to 35. That was a dummy summer size.
That's right.
And could they make a living now?
Ah, they were equipped for anything, you see, creels,
Oh.
lines, everything.
They just kind of gradually fizzled out and
Well, there they get out the diesel engines then and
Oh.
you bigger power.
Who was left, Weelum, to finish up? The Daisy, Carlo,
And Smith.
Gibby Smith,
For the
Gravel
chubbies.
is- Chubby's,
Chubbies and
Alec Ross,
all that goes. Well, of course, he worked in the Vesbury, man.
aye,
Your folk, Stevens.
that's right.
Violet in the Vesbury, see, the base Stevens.
Finished
Oh.
up with half of his jewelries. Okay.
So,
And the cameras only left. Alec Taylor's loan. He's still gone.
He's still gone.
Aye. What's the name of his jolly again? Young Weelum's the jolly that he
Oh, the Fidelity.
got. Aye.
Fidelity.
That's right, aye.
She's still there, that's right.
That's about
Fidelity.
it. That's about that. It's
That's a
gone.
lot, no.
Eh?
That's a lot.
So why did you finish, you see, Jimmy?
Well,
Enough with.
father,
You saw the writing on the wall.
I did. I saw the writing in the wall. The fish just grew scarcer and scarcer and scarcer. And the loon was gone with me. Well, so was Stanley
Been 21.
and the great son was gone with me. And I had a
And the
feeling,
Charlie, man.
I just saying, Charlie. And I says, within myself, I'm feeling that I'm heading him back. Weelum, okay? Because our jobby, that was it. The scar was our jobby. And I got a wide out to clean engine Saturday afternoon. And this was 3 lads standing up here. And he says, do you know any boats for sale? And I said, how do you fancy this one here? Oh, he says, that's a lovely boat, he says.
He's joking like that.
Well, I was a kind of half joking.
Half was you.
I says, do you want to have a look around? Oh, he says, if you don't mind, he says. So I took some down the anti-wheel house and down the forecastle, down the engine room, and we done them 10 legs getting on me. So, he's fair delighted. And I says, do you fancy her then? Yes. And I just said my figure. No queries or anything. I says, right, she's yours. And that was our sale to Fleetwood.
Fleetwood.
So the boys had brand shooting over. That was a sign.
You really haven't looked back since.
Oh no, that's right. It's the best thing I ever did.
Right.
So I got a job in the hairdresser sign. And then I retired at 62. Best thing since sliced loaves. Well, that's about life in here, honest man.
Since you retired.
Well, we both started together, anyway.
Aye, that's right,
3 years old.
that's right.
Getting the summer, then get back to school, then
I'll
we'll
tell
have
you
to school
this.
next year. That was it.
When you was at school, a year was a lifetime.
Aye, oh,
But when you look back your life now,
back to work quick as
it just
Flash.
like a flash. In fact, I was sitting here watching the TV, and elderly gentleman, and I'll tell you, I use strong language. I says, what
65, he says, what the
what
shit?
that being chick? I said, elderly gentleman, 65. Yeah, we love it.
That's right.
And his no, we're chatting next day with the rest of the thing we're all.
Would
How old did you
both
feel?
would you both prefer to have been to sea if it had been?
I would have. No?
Oh, aye, if things had been right.
Aye.
I blamed doing right for a warlord.
Mhm.
I did, honestly.
I
Aye.
would have feel.
Oh, blem. It gradually started. We used to have 40 odd boats. I work it up here. I work it together, making a good living.
Right.
And you had your seasons right enough. But then so you overcame them somewhere.
Well, the first one, they was the mackerel. There was plenty of mackerels. Nobody was getting out talking as what was it quit. They come in, nothing. But they say it all only gone once a day, mornings only.
And that was the best year that they
The
ever
best
had.
deal that ever hit the mackerel.
Aye.
Price kept up, nobody made a 40 and finished
That's
at 9
right.
o'clock in the morning, I held 8 years old.
It just proved that the quantity wasn't the solution.
No solution.
No.
No.
And that,
So it happened around like that, you mean.
that's right, aye.
Fresh mackerel.
Aye. Oh, it was almost English buyers, eh?
Aye. Oh.
Jerry and them,
Right.
yeah, used to come every year.
Right.
So you blamed the prices for you leaving the sea,
Yes.
but you thought it was doing right. It had to do with
Aye,
you leaving
aye,
the
for,
sea. Aye, for
who
your
are
paper
fishing
boats.
grounds.
Aye.
No, where boats it used to work maybe 10, 15 mile. They have to go 30, 40 mile. And it's gradually working
Shift
out
up for
all
that
the
far.
time.
Right.
Okay?
Nothing Inshore.
No,
No, that's it.
no, just,
Yeah. What's your fish over here, man?
Aye, if it was the year that you left the sea, Weelum,
1952.
1952. If it was the year that you left the sea,
The lifeboat was lost.
yeah.
9th of February, the lifeboat was lost.
53,
52.
was it 53?
52. 9th of February.
I'm saying that was a day, it was funny sticking this thing out, this is the last time that I was on this. It was in the TV, maybe for the,
Oh, aye.
I thought it was 53,
No, sure, 52.
eh? I think you're missing a year.
53, William Stanley was born in 52.
Oh, well, I must have been
And
just
the lifeboat was lost,
53.
the Queen was crowned, and my brother died.
Oh, well, I must have been a year left,
Ah.
52.
Aye.
The guy left, sorry, you know, the two works. Been a year and a half and the lifeboat was lost.
Mhm.
Oh, well,
Right.
You left the sea
the camera lads comes aboard, you see,
about
and
18 years ago.
I says, what do you really want now? He says, oh, I'd like a show to the entrance, okay? Go in at the entrance. So I says, oh, fair enough, so I can come out in the northeast of it, and I says, that far, oh, it'll do lovely. The next thing I came, there's a mic over my head, and clapper boards and all the trimmings, you see, and he's speaking about a lifeboat, you see, if he thought, and I says, well, I says, really, I says, lifeboats should at least have acre sounders. They should have navigators, deck navigators, and they should have radars. Now, there was a lad called Kenneth Elsop in the BBC, remember?
Aye.
And he was being interviewed with Lord somebody or other in the lifeboats, you see.
And he was interviewing him.
Oh, he was interviewing him. So he says, what do you think of the skipper's views on the lifeboats? Oh, utter rubbish, he says, utter rubbish. He says it would affect the stability of the boat. Now, they've all got deck navigators, radars, and all the trimmings,
To learn the experience.
and they still haven't affected the stability of the boat. Nah. But see what I tell that lads, you see, yeah?
And was that in the 52 disaster? The
53.
53
That's the
disaster.
time it chigged up a back at the... In fact,
Box,
we was coming away doing the command to the harbour, and it was a funny day. I wasn't a breath of wind, but the swell was a gale in the forties again. And the sun was shining, and we was off a resort coming away here, and I mind Jimmy Whyte's father, the boy George. She look at Lacoit. She just look at Lacoit, and the Hollis. The Hollis was on big, you see? And for we're coming down, this is a harvest strip on the inside of his. And the old man's going to carry on, you see, and I says, you better what doing, I says, and speak the joke and see if it's a do. And so he alters and so on, and then he says, oh, he says, there's too much sea now, he says, you're wasting your time, he says, we've been starting, he says, in fact, the lifeboat was wanting to escort in. But he says, no, he says, I'm not talking, so we turned some boat and things up to Macduff. So we never came to the boat was away till we get into Macduff. She was going back into harbour from where she went.
Yeah, well, I was the next at the time. I was wearing up William's boat. I mean, she was brand new and I was wearing her up.
Aye.
And I had to get to Donald's and my wife coming back from a dinner for some switches and stuff, you see. And here is Briar, the Briar Rose speaking on his wireless, and a Donald's.
Oh.
That's the lifeboat turned over.
Oh, I
We
see.
have her.
Aye.
Just the back of down there.
That's right, aye.
You get out there 3 times at here, but that same day escorting Yoles in. And it was the 3rd time he did the same thing in a truck.
Okay.
Too close to here.
What caused that swell that time, man? You
There
know,
was a
Fixed
gale,
weather gale.
there was a gale in the 40s, you see.
Fixed weather gale.
See? Even though we didn't get a gale here, if it was a easterly or northeast gale in the 40s, you got to row it, and you see. Yeah.
I used to go in all money when I was at school. The Creoles, come on. We never knew it in the hall, and we said, oh, good Colonel Lobsters, the apartment. When they came out the next morning, and he says to me, he says, you gonna get muckle in the morning? I said, why? I says, that's in the offside Creoles and stuff, son, you see. He says, the bar shift it off. I said, you wanna get in the morning? You wanna get 2 to get them. True enough. Gale next day, he says, oh, the lobsters and crabs came from a storm coming. He shift off in the deeper water. Undercurrent, you see.
Aye.
Right?
Oh, aye. Well, I suppose the fish are just like birds and
Oh,
that.
just the same.
They just came. Yeah. Aye.
Oh, some of it all was a real skill.
Oh, well, they had tally see with that.
Sail.
There was no any near more codes, weather forecasts and what have you. They had to try and be a bit skilly with weather. Aye.
did you any scares yourselves when you lads knew in the small boats and
Well,
Maybe we spoke the bailing out.
Oh, we sprung a leak. It's a coast kind of day, and she was an all kind of boy like that, but Agnes doing it. Yeah, boat's full of water. God. Up between the pump and the rubber just came with the water. That was it. Pump it away, pump it away. So we name her a deep and come over here. And we're sitting in the forecastle over Johnny and Tate and me. Tate says, I hear water running. So we lifts the table up and linoleum back and lifts up blanket. Aye, just well, I wasn't muckle between you and the deep blue, just up at the Aoka, and that was it.
But the Aoka come out between the planks.
The boy just come down and pocket a bit here and a bit of lead over the top, but he says, that'll keep you going till you get on to the
Big
slip.
right up in the paper.
Father and 3 sons, 70-mile dash to safety. It's only 7 mile away. That was just the papers, eh, Weelim?
Oh. There we are.
I'm inclined to exaggerate.
Ken, eh?
Do you want a scarce one?
Iets nu, wel een heel los met vader als zit. Heel erg. Je hebt er eens uit die bakken staan die man. Met geel I went to the door to see. But we was running in your born at night. It was dark, you see.
Aye,
See, it
aye.
runs out thick and out.
Aye.
And Gordon he's one and see us, you see. Why, I ain't Inshore. That's just taking another job on because you're on loss. He was ill, you know. Take ship up the way it was being built, you see. Oh man, he's putting on his sea boots, you see. And I'm dodging down the back of the box, you see. Now I turn around, I see the legs. Get up over the side, you see, that's
Oh.
good my hand like that. You get right over the quarter.
You grab it down.
Throw it on one leg. Do,
Aye.
you get right over the side.
Yeah, me.
That's the week he's in that day. Oh man, he's speaking of Gordon. Who'd punch up this morning? Gordon says a fine day.
Aye.
Oh no, man, says you lost the leg. Well, he says you're around like that bone at tide. He says you come in and show us how it is, you'll be alright.
Is that right? Aye. Oh no, the weather,
Yeah, but for now.
the weather, they're working the fishing now. I just wouldn't entertain.
Yeah,
Oh no, no.
well, goes first 10 to 12 gales and everything about it.
They're gonna go out and weather now. You wouldn't dream, Weelim. You would not. No, 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 no. See, there's right pressure on that young skippers now. You see? If they get a wifey, she wants her bungalow. They've got to have their own car, all the mud cones,
That's right.
and that's a must. And then the poor young lad, he's to do anything for a quiet life.
No, but
Well,
that's that money to put in that boat's alone with that
Oh, no.
Unfortunately,
There's enough pressure on them with hen boats that the wifeys
Yeah.
need a nest in it. I was telling you, Andrew, about the time at well, on our boxes. On a Saturday morning, Codlands, Bonnie Sprague's. And I comes in and be at the extra club, and I says, the wife, now walking me at 10 o'clock. I said, so I could do and get squared up, you see, down to office. And I get to, they have one box sold. And at same morning, Tando, for resort, is strenuous. He get out and had a couple of holidays. 30 boxes of jumbo headaches. Them covering in the boxes. And they have one box sold. Eh? Right, and I'll tell you, it was ice summer. I was just into the hard days, the harvest reaper, and us. I was just the 3 of us working a scene that out of Brook. Couldn't get them sold. Eh? They used to put fish to London and out at times. But then they had nice refrigerated vans and that. Yeah.